All right, so out of four primetime games, we had three teams that probably wasn't expected to win, and they just blew everybody's expectations. What is up, everybody? My name is Advance, and this is Advanced Sports Talk. Alright, so sorry, this video is a little bit late, but hey, domino effect of the week. Hey, but nevertheless, we're gonna cover these primetime games from week 6. And yeah, we're gonna start with the Philadelphia Eagles versus the New York Giants. And man, let me tell you, I expected this score to be flipped. So yeah, the Giants ended up beating the Eagles. Man, they beat the hell out of the Eagles, 34-17. Like, the Eagles just couldn't get nothing going in this game. It was like their worst nightmare. Now, it's a divisional opponent. The Giants always play the Eagles tough. So, and I've seen on here that the Giants they've been playing some teams hard. They beat playoff favorite Justin Herbert in the Chargers. That was a couple weeks ago. That was their first win. Let's see, they lost to the Saints, who was at 26-14. They lost to the Chiefs 22-9. They lost to the Cowboys 40-37. That was the game that I said, you know what, they might, if the Eagles ain't careful, they could get one over on them. And yeah, they did. Listen, this was the Jackson Dart. Actually, no, Jackson Dart had started for them last week. This was the Cam Scatterboo come out game right here. Hit the hat trick with 3 rushing touchdowns. And man, but not for any lack of trying on the Eagles though. Jalen Hurts 24 for 33, 283 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 1 very costly interception. Let's see, Jackson Dart 17 for 25, 195 yards passing, 1 touchdown. Let's see, Saquon had 58 yards rushing. Cam Scatterboo, as I just mentioned, 98 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns. Dallas Goedert, 9 out of 11 targets for 110 yards and 1 touchdown. Wan'Dale Robinson caught 6 out of 7 targets for 84 yards and 1 touchdown. Yeah, like, man, I can tell the Eagles was like, nobody expected that. Like, if the Giants was going to win, the score was probably going to be close. I ain't expect them to win like that. Jeez. Oh. But yeah, let's see. AJ Brown, 6 receptions for 80 yards. But yeah, and what made it so bad is the fact that the Eagles had just beat us to retain their undefeated streak, and they lost to the Broncos last week. Now, what made this loss so devastating? It's not just the Eagles losing 2 weeks back to back. The Eagles lost twice within the same week. Now, you know, it's hard to play on Sunday and then turn right around and play on Thursday. So, I mean, hey, not making any excuses, because the Giants did it. But hey, yeah, Giants beat the Eagles 34-17. All right, next we got the Detroit Lions versus the Kansas City Chiefs. And look, let me tell you, I said, if you're going to get the Chiefs, this might be the year to get the Chiefs. And yeah, and the Lions tried to get him, but yeah, third quarter, Kansas City ran away with the game. Detroit got one touchdown in the fourth quarter with Sam Laporta. I mean, they got other touchdowns throughout, but yeah, Chiefs ended up winning 30-17. So seems like they finally got a touchdown to Hollywood Brown. Actually, what am I talking about? Wait. No, he had a touchdown earlier this season. But this game, he had 2 touchdowns. Oh, man. So, Jared Goff, 23 for 29, 203 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's a damn good rating at 118. Patrick Mahomes was 22 for 30, 257 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Let's see, Jahmyr Gibbs, 65 yards rushing. Hollywood Brown, 4 out of 4 receptions for 45 yards. Yeah, it looks like this was the ball was pretty much spread around. But you know what? They said last year that they was going to do that. Let's see, Jameson Williams, 66 yards pass, 66 yards receiving, 1 touchdown. Sam Laporta, 55 yards receiving, 1 touchdown. Let's see, who else? Yeah, Travis Kelce, 6 receptions for 78 yards. Okay, he's on his way back. Juju Smith-Schuster, 3 receptions for 57 yards. And I already mentioned the Hollywood Brown touchdowns. Oh, and Xavier Worthy had a touchdown too. So yeah, Chiefs ended up winning 30-17. And they may or may not have had some assistance from the refs. And here's why I say that. Never in the history of me watching football have I seen a team go through an entire game without a single penalty. Not even a false start. Not even a holding. Now, that's why that was the controversy with this game. Now, I'm going to have to call BS on that because there's holding on every play. It just depends on whether or not the refs deem it affecting the play or not. Now, if running back runs by you and the defensive lineman tries to break off and you grab him, yeah, hold him. But yeah, no. There was a case where Travis Kelce grabbed the guy's arm and the ref didn't call it, and yeah, it was blatant too, so you couldn't miss it unless you were blind. But yeah, we've been talking about controversy with the refs and the Chiefs. In previous videos, I said I've called the Chiefs the new Patriots, and I said that Patrick Mahomes on numerous occasions. I said Patrick Mahomes is probably going to be the new Tom Brady. So Patrick Mahomes, his throwing skill is elite. But yeah, nevertheless, Chiefs beat the Lions and helped my Buccaneers get in first place, 30-17. All right, now for the Monday night games. Man, Buffalo Bills versus the Atlanta Falcons. Do you think you know who won the game? No, you don't know shit. Oh man, Falcons beat the Bills 24-14. They had 1 touchdown on their opening drive in the first quarter. The Bills did. And then they had their second touchdown on the opening drive in the second half, in the third quarter. And that was it for that was it for the Bills. That was oh man. Yeah, so yeah, man. the Falcons just thoroughly beat up on the Bills, man. And that's now we knew the Falcons had this type of ability because, you know, they gave us a run for our money. But yeah, but to get to a point to get the Bills to a point where they couldn't do nothing, man, that's crazy. Yeah, what was it? Josh Allen, 15 for 26, 180 yards, passing, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. And you know what? No, I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. I'll talk about that in a second. All right. Yeah, James Cook, 87 yards rushing. Bijan Robinson, 170 yards rushing. He ran all over him. Ran ruckshot on him. And 1 touchdown. Oh, man. And shit, Drake London. Say Drake. 10 receptions for 158 yards receiving and 1 touchdown. Damn. This was an ass whooping. I bet even the Bills didn't expect this to happen. But now we're gonna talk about Josh Allen and these 11 incomplete passes. So most of his shots were on target. It was just the receivers not catching the ball. And, you know, and the sports analysts agree. And the thing is, once again, I never take anything away from Josh Allen. The problem that I have with this situation is that if it was Lamar Jackson, if it was Jalen Hurts, they would have put every single fault on him. Even though you can probably contribute half of Lamar Jackson's interceptions in his career to Mark Andrews batting the ball up in the air like he's playing volleyball. So, not half, but probably a good number. But no, that's the only gripe that I had. Like, if it's Josh Allen, you know, they'll say, oh, well, you know, he did his best, or his team let him down, and all that stuff. But if it's Jalen Hurts or if it's Lamar Jackson, it's always, see, he's not as good as people say that he is, even though one of those quarterbacks won the damn Super Bowl. Matter of fact, they even did it in the game that I just talked about a few minutes ago, in the Giants game. So, yeah, there it is. Look, y'all need to do better with that, man. That's just, look, hey, start either treat it fair across the board. Either treat him like you treat them, or treat them like you treat him. That's all I ask. But nevertheless, those are my thoughts on this week's primetime games. What did you think? Did the outcomes, did you expect any of the outcomes that happened this week in primetime? I know I didn't. But I want to hear your thoughts. Put your thoughts in the comment section down below. We're going to chop it up and start this conversation. My name is Advance. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe on everything. I'm out.